The Grow My Cleaning Company podcast helps owners of cleaning companies just like you to grow your company and yourself so you can make more money and finally get the time and money freedom that probably got you into this business. Discover how to automate and create systems that allow you to grow like crazy without losing control. If you dig the show and want to show some love, subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes. It really helps. Enjoy the show. Let's get your question. Well, I have one cleaner now and don't have enough jobs to fill our schedule. So people kind of scare me, right? I need more jobs. Okay. So what I'm hearing you say, Linda, is the very common chicken and the egg. I can't hire cleaners before I get customers, and I can't hire customers before I get cleaners. Fair?
Yes.
Cool.
Exactly.
This is super helpful for everybody all the way up, whether you're just starting or doing seven figures. We want to eliminate that belief that is not going to serve you or your clients or your employees or your company's ability to scale. I would like to, if you'll give me permission, I would like to reframe that with a healthier, more effective belief. Those are both good problems to have. So I've got so many people wanting to work for me. I can't hire them all and have to say no to some. That is exactly I'm doing problem in big air quotes, problem we are trying to create in your universe. It also works for customers. I have so many customers, I have to have a waiting list. It's like the nightclub with a line around the block going, oh no, how embarrassing. We have so many people that want into our nightclub. We have to form a line outside. That's the best problem in the world to have. So for everybody, not just my friend Linda, make sure that we are setting a goal and an intention to have marketing or client attraction, employee attraction funnels running at all times. And we're not always, usually there's going to be a deficit of one or the other. Oh, I've got too many employees, not enough jobs. I've got too many jobs, or I've got too many jobs, not enough employees. That's okay. It is a-okay to say no when it comes to employees. There's nothing illegal or even immoral about holding interviews and not having a lot of spots. And what that conversation could look like is, hey, Rena, love that you're here. We've got so many people wanting into this party. Unfortunately, there's just not enough spots right now. What I can offer you is a floater position, right? So you can have when someone calls in or is sick or we fire them for whatever reason or we get a new job, you can go right there. Not guaranteed hours, but we will call you when we need you. And if you do a good job there for a couple of weeks, we'll get you right into full-time. And if you're like, well, how do I know if I'll get jobs in full-time? Well, if I've got a C player employee and I get Rena in as a new person for a couple of weeks and she's an A player, guess who I'm going to shift all the hours to? Right away from Mr. C player. He's now a floater and right to Rena. So it is okay. The only thing that's not okay is the lie. Rena, I guarantee you 40 hours a week, every week till the day until one of us die. If that's not the truth, don't say that. Telling Rena, here's the opportunity I got. She can go, I'm not taking that. Piss off. Okie dokie. My problem is I have too many employees. So you disqualifying yourself helped quite a bit. Does that help give you a little more comfort, Linda?
It does. It's funny because I feel like I need to do the one thing first, and that is get more jobs to fill up the book of business for my daughter right now. So I'm having a hard time feeling like if I don't give her what she needs first, that she's going to get frustrated about the whole thing.
Let her get frustrated.
Yeah.
So we guys, gals, whether it's our daughter, just an arm's length employee.
Yeah.
I'm assuming your daughter's pardon my language, grown ass woman. Is that fair?
She is, yes.
Okie dokie. Well, you nursed her or gave her sustenance when she was a baby, and now she ate. So I love you wanting to help her and serve her in the way you see fit. But if she is a GAW, grown ass woman, you do your best. And if she's like, this sucks, I quit. Okie dokie, right. Then exact same response to as I would have to a regular employee. Is that fair?
Yeah, it is fair. Yeah, I guess I wasn't ready for that. Having any kind of a conversation with her about it. I talked about hiring other people, and she's like hemming and hawing about the whole thing. And
well, it's not her business, so no offense, Linda, she don't get a vote.
Right, and she's the one my only cleaner, so I have to send them out with her to train. See,
so go. Just let me encourage you. Go through the process, and again, I'll help you with anything you need. But a lot of times when people come in, obviously they're in pain, that's why you're here. It's totally fine. What I want to encourage everybody, not just Linda, we are looking to build a real business that's dependable, scalable, repeatable, not just solve the immediate pain. So I promise, and this isn't like a 6-year program. We're like, all right, in just 3.5 years, you'll be out of cleaning and making money. Like, wait, I can't do that. It's 9 weeks. We'll get you taken care of pretty quick. So if you go through the process in order, I promise you by the time you get out, you'll have a real life business that is sustainable, that whether your daughter's a part of or not will be something that can feed you and her if that's something you and she choose to be. But for everybody, guys, gals, one of the big mistakes I see is we try to meld our business to a certain client, a certain employee, a particular employee, even an opportunity. Oh, I don't do commercial, but I've got a friend who's got this job and they can get good. And then we turn our whole business to this cockamamie thing just because we think we've got a deal. Same thing with your daughter, Linda. Your job as the owner is to create a solid business that's doing well and that takes care of everybody involved. And if your daughter wants to be a part of that, God bless. What a blessing it would be to work with your daughter. But if she's not willing to be a part, wants to get in the way, that's where you be like, great, I'll see you at Thanksgiving. I'm still your mom. You're still my daughter, but you're going to have to find a different place of employment. And that doesn't mean I can still love you and we can still have that relationship. We're not going to have this one. Is that fair?
That's fair. Yeah.
Okay. And I've got 2 boys, no daughters, but 2 boys. And I would, you can tell, well, one's 8. So I don't know if I've had that kind of a conversation with him, but my 24-year-old, you could talk to me like, oh my gosh, that's so my dad. I'm so sick. He would vouch that that's exactly how I would handle it. And he is doing great on his own. Any other question? I mean, we're just in week 1, so don't feel pressure to ask it. I'll answer any questions you need, but most of the time, week 1, people are a little like, there's a lot going on. Just see what's going on.
It is a lot. Yeah.
All right. Anything else I can help you with, or you feel like you've got enough at least for the first week?
I think I had a grip on it for the first week, right? So
great.
I'm trying to get myself overwhelmed because there is a lot of different cogs for the wheel here, and it can be overwhelming. But see what you're saying. Just do the program as it's set up, and I should be fine. So.
The beautiful thing about the action items is you can give yourself permission when you're working on whatever action item you're working on to not work on anything else and just go, I'm paying some other guy that's thought about this for 10 years and done it 1,000 times to know what to do and what order. And I can relax in that. I mean, part of what you're paying for is not what to do. A lot of it's you're paying for is what not to do, which is equally important. So give yourself permission to be like, I've got a system. The system's proven. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I've already spent the money. Might as well get the benefit and just follow the system. And you'll get fantastic results just like everyone else.
Yeah, this is my first time doing or being involved in a cleaning business. I've had a number of businesses. I've been an entrepreneur all of my life. I've created my own situation or my own business to feed my family, and it's always worked out. So I feel really confident about this, but I want it to be bigger than just feeding my family. So that's why I'm here. So
beautiful. Well, if you've been an entrepreneur, this is spoiler, guys and gals. I haven't had a cleaning company for many, many moons. This is what I've learned building several multi-million-dollar businesses, one of which was a cleaning company. So a lot of what you see, Linda, you're like, oh, that makes sense. I learned that elsewhere. That makes sense. So glad that you've got some background that'll allow you to go further faster. We'll just save you a bunch of headaches and a bunch of time and brain damage. You could just get there and be like, fantastic, got it. So I'm glad your timing sounds perfect. Hey, new friend, love that you were here. If you want more Cleaning Nation, more us, you can check us out on YouTube. Similar content, you just get to see each other. It's totally free. Or if you want to say, hey, hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, join our free Facebook group. We love hearing from you, Cleaning Nation. That's what makes it magic. Jump on, we'll see you there. All right, question. How to handle customer calls asking for price and availability right off the bat, first call? I think the best way to answer that would just be to do a quick role play. So why don't you call and be that person? So your goal is to just get price and availability. No matter what I say, that's your goal. And keep in mind, this is being recorded. So don't feel like, oh my God, I got to learn everything right now. We can role play it. And then that'll give you the ability to hear it a couple of times. Fair?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll do one that I just had before this call with local service ads.
Yeah, no. Don't, we're going to role play it. I don't need to know anything. Hey, Mike's Cleaning Service. What's up? How can I help?
Hey, Mike, I need a service before Thanksgiving. I need to know if you have availability. I need to know your prices. It's sort of last minute, but I need someone ASAP before Thursday.
Cool. Got it. Are you looking for recurring service or just one time?
I'm looking for a deep clean. I'm going to have all my family over, and if I like it, I'll do recurring services. But for now, I just need a one-time deep cleaning. So I need to know if you can make it. I need to know your prices because it's kind of urgent.
All right. So I'll be honest with you, Axel. I'll role play this one out. I probably wouldn't take him. I'd probably just be like, I'm not a good fit. I'm not here to do some last minute nonsense. For if you're a client, I'll move mountains to do whatever you need to do. But this whole come out and break your head and whatever, and go through a bunch of stress, and maybe I'll let you bid. I'm not interested in that. So I'll role play,
Really?
but my answer would be,
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and pass, man.
Yeah, I was trying to go above and beyond for that, and then at the end,
For
it fell
clients,
through.
I go above and beyond. For this
Yeah.
knucklehead, because exactly what you said, surprise, surprise. He again, he's like, I don't. Yeah, he doesn't want to get married or date. He's just looking for a hookup, and that's not what we're looking for. Like I want to, again, for my
You want
clients, I move
commitment.
mountains, but I want to pick the right client. So
Okay.
again, I'm not trying to not role play with you. Just for me, my answer would be, doesn't sound like what you're looking for is what we offer. Like, hey, I've got an emergency, I want you to fix it, and I'm super chaotic, and I need you to come into my chaos. And none of that seems appealing. to
That's
me.
usually a red flag, right?
Well, I wouldn't say usually, because it doesn't happen all the time. But yeah, for me, there was nothing in that made me think I should go give him a bid.
Okay.
You want to role play a different one that would be a
Yeah,
client?
I'll do a different scenario. Now that I know the outcome of what you think of that, let's do a different scenario. So,
And guys,
I'm gonna
gals,
be-
that's why we love marketing. So if that's your only lead this month, yeah, I guess I'm going to go out there and do what I can do. But if you do what we ask you to do and you start generating 30, 40, 50 leads a month, no thanks. I'll wait for the next one. There'll be another one around here in a couple minutes. Okay. Hey, Mike Skinny, what's up?
hey, Mike, I want to know if you service Dallas area.
Well, I want to know if you have any money.
Yes, I do have money. I want to know if you would be available for a biweekly cleaning. I have cleaners right now, but they canceled me last minute. They've been doing that. They did that twice already, and I really want someone that can really commit to the scheduling, and I hate when they cancel last minute.
I would hate that too, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That's a bummer. Makes the rest of us look bad. That said, so I don't make a bunch of promises I can't deliver on. You mind if I ask you some questions?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm also interested to know any prices. I know that my last cleaners, they were pretty expensive, so I want to know if this is also within my budget.
Got it. So as I said, do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So I'm going to take a quick break and we'll come back to the role play. You guys, he can say whatever he wants. I'm just going to do my thing. Like I might have a little fun or do a little pattern interrupt. I don't give a crap. He called me because I'm an expert and I know how to handle this, and I'm going to give him the full service of handling this properly. So he thinks his situation is different and he's got to go a different way and he's got a whole new thing. I don't care about any of that because I know what outcome I can get him. And I know if he'll do what I ask him to do, we can help. And if he doesn't want to do what I ask him to do, I can't help it. I'm not interested and we'll just part friends. So everyone cool with kind of that taking authority, like blah, 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 hey, can I ask you some questions? Sure. But blah, 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 blah. I'm different. Everything's good. I just want a price. Cool. Like I said, may I ask you some questions? And he was immediately compliant. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Because he realized he's being a jerk and he realized I got a plan and we're going to do my plan. So why wouldn't he be compliant? All right. Back into the role play. Cool. So whether we can help you or not, I have no idea. But if we can spend like 5 minutes on the phone, I can see if it makes sense for us to come out and really give you all the information you need. If we're going to do that, we'll need like 25 minutes uninterrupted time. Is that something you're able to do?
Yeah, would that be right now here in this first call? Do you need 25 minutes for this first call?
My fault. I wasn't clear. No, right now we'll just
Okay.
talk for 5 or 10 minutes. And if I think I can help and you think I can help, we'll set an appointment for later today, tomorrow, for like I said, 20, 30 minutes. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine. I think I have time now.
Cool. So if we come out and for whatever reason, you're like, this guy is not for me, will you just tell me right to my face, pass, get out? I'm not interested.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cool. And for whatever reason, if I get there and I just don't think we're the best in the world to take care of exactly what you need, can I have permission to tell you that just so I don't have to feel weird about it?
Yeah, no worries.
Awesome. And if I get out there and you're like, oh my gosh, this guy gets me and he can help me. And I'm like, I know I'm the best in the world. Our company is the best, at least in the town in Dallas, to sort you out. What would you like to see happen then?
I would like to see the results, and I would like to come home and feel amazing of having a clean home and having to spend time with my family again.
Cool. Yeah. Couldn't be a more agreement. That's exactly the kind of result we look to provide. But what I'm asking is when I come out there, if you're confident you will see the results and you'll come home and the place will look good and you'll feel good, and I'm confident I can provide that result, what would you like to see happen next?
I would just like to know the prices to see if it's within my budget. Would you be available to give me an estimate now through the phone, or would that have to be in the second call?
Well, it depends. You want a good estimate or you want to make crap up?
Well, I just want to know what is going to cost me right
$4,300,
now.
$9,000, $8. Well, you said I could make stuff up, right? Because if you want a real bit, I need real data. If you just want me to say numbers, if you tell me what number you want, I'll say anything you want.
Okay, so can we take a quick pause? So for that, you only have enough data to provide the estimate once you do the walkthrough.
We are doing it by my rules, or we're not going to do it at all. So I'm telling you how this is going to work, and you can opt out. You can go, not for me. Best of luck in your endeavors. Or
Yeah.
you can go, we're going to go, and guess what? You got me off track. I'm still on track, but you did a little thing, and I told you, nope, we're going to play my rule. And if you're like, forget it, then I just want a price. Thank you. You just saved me an hour of my time going out for some knucklehead that, it's an insane thing. Like I had a car dealership. Could you imagine someone go, what's a car cost? Well, I don't know. What kind of car do you want? I'm not going to tell you just how much it's going to cost. Like $1 billion. Like, what are you talking about, crazy person? I'm like, if you could be more specific, what do you need? A minivan, a sports car? It's wildly different. So I'm having an adult conversation with you. And if you're like, I don't want to have an adult conversation, I just want to stomp my foot and get a price, I'm just going to go, I'm not going to have a tantrum with you.
Well, you answered my question then, because I think I've been losing a couple leads from Google LSAs where they call and they just want a price. And I usually tell them, we need to schedule a walkthrough for me to get.
But you notice what I said. So there's a difference between you going, I want a price. And I go, I don't want a price. I'm going to schedule a walkthrough. That's not what I did. What I did was I explained to you I'm saying yes to you. I'm going to get you a price for me to get you. I'm assuming you'd like an actual price representing some sort of services that you want are going to make a difference in your life. Yeah, that's what I want. Got it. For me to do that, I need to ask a few questions. Is that okay? Yes. No, you can't ask any questions. Well, then I can't give you a price. If you're like, you read my mind and tell me what I want and how much it would cost, you need a better cleaner than me, man, because we don't offer that service. If you'll use words with English and tell me what you want, I can tell you A, if we can do it, B, if we're interested in doing it, and C, what we charge if we would. Cool. And very few people are going to be like, no dice, you got to read my mind. I can't do it. I guess this is where we part ways. So you see, they don't want a price. They want to know that you can help them, and you're going to demonstrate you can help them by helping them.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. And the way that's going to play out is I'm not coming out until you go. When I go, what would you like to see happen next? You go, well, if I think you're a good fit and you think we're a good fit, I'll have you, I'll get you signed up. Great. Now I will come out. Oh, and by the way, when I get there, before I can give you a price, I'm going to have to ask a bunch of questions about the problem so I can make sure I can solve it and give you the right price to solve it. Is that cool? So before I come out, I need four things. Enough pain, which you had. You're like, I have cleaners. I like it. They didn't show up. I don't need a ton of pain, just enough to come out. So you gave me that right off the bat without me asking. Like, they quit on me and I don't like it. I want someone to show up. That's enough pain for me to come. 2, I need you to go, I will tell you, if we're not a fit, you have permission to tell me if we're not a fit. And if we're not able to disqualify one another, I'm going to get started. 3, I need 25 minutes of time, and you can do 20 or 30, whatever you feel that you need, more if it's commercial, however you want to do that. And then lastly, I need permission to ask you a bunch of questions. If I can get those 4 things, I'll come out and see you. If not, keep calling, keep dialing and smiling, baby. But I'm not your man.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I needed to hear. I guess the ones that I've talked to are not a good fit. They just really insist on a price. And I try to say, I cannot make a price right up without.
So bring me a transcript, because I want to make sure you're doing a good job on your side. So again, if you're making it about you, they might be a good fit, but you're just not helping them. If you're making it about them and they're insane, well, then they're not a good fit. So it's very different to go, I'm not going to give you a price unless you let me come out. Well, that's someone responding negatively to them. That's on you as a salesperson, not them as the person asking for help. If you walk them through that and educate them, I get you on a price. And I want to give you a price, but I'm assuming you want an actual price. The problem you have now is the cleaners gave you a price and whatever it was didn't work, right? Yeah, well, I'm sure you could call and get another low price and having the same conversation every 3 months until you die. That's not what we do. If we're going to accept you as a client, I've got to come out and know that we can help you. And I got to know I can help. I got to understand the problem. And once I understand the problem, I'm confident I can help. I'll absolutely tell you what we would charge you. But I can't do that now. So if you want to just, I don't say half-ass it, but if you want to just keep calling and getting the lowest price, go do that. If you really want to solve the problem, I got your back. So you see how that's more about you count how many times I said you versus I. I was talking about you and your problem and what you need and what you want. Very little about what I want, because you don't really care about that.
Okay, I'm going to get a transcript for you. I'm going to send out a ticket. Thank you.
Or bring it, send out a ticket, or we can review it on the call, or both, whatever anybody.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I have. Thank you.
I think for everybody, I think the deal here is be selective about your clients. It is okay to get told no, and it's super okay to say no. All of you guys are here. I forget who was celebrating. I think it was Marty celebrating being here. I celebrate that with you guys because we said no, or I don't know, hundreds of people either we said no to or they said no to us. It's a big deal. So I want your clients to feel like, hey, I'm cared about, I'm loved. Like, and the good clients are like, yeah, this is expensive, but boy, do they take good care of me. That's what we're looking for. So if any of you guys called and was like, what's the price? What's the price? I'm like, hey man, we're here to talk about your business and we can help you. If you want that conversation, let's talk. If you just want to know the price, I can tell you the price ain't nothing because you can't afford us. We're just done here. So cool. Did you get what you need, Axel?
Yes, I did get all I need. Your feedback is amazing as always, so I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man. I'm really excited to see you get better and better at this. It's a fun skill to have. And then really quick, Aline said, if we're managing remotely, a salesperson is a must for in-person estimate. I wouldn't say it's a must. You can, and by the way, guys, gals, this is a little different for residential versus commercial. For commercial, everything's you need. You want a live salesperson. It's probably going to be you, especially if you've got $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 clients per month that you get 2 or 3 years. We're talking $250,000 contracts. I'll spend an hour on the phone with the guy, and I'll personally go out there and do it. If I'm traveling, I would still do it on Zoom, and I'd have a cleaner go do the measurements and all that sort of stuff. For residential, you still want it in person, and you just hire. You're for sure you're going to hire a salesperson to get this process down. So I would. And if you absolutely couldn't, I'm still going to do it over the phone. I'm never going to over Zoom. I still want to have a face-to-face to the best of my ability. Well, here we are, the end of the podcast, and you made it. Great job. I've got a little bonus for you for sticking through with me. But like I mentioned before, if you got value out of this podcast and you want to show a little love, subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Spotify, wherever the heck you're listening to this thing. Share it with a friend. Share the love. And as a special thank you for those of you that stuck with me to the end, how about I give you my personal phone number so we can text? It's a great way for me to get to know you, your business, your goals personally. So shoot me a text now, 602-932-6431, 602-932-6431. I am the only one who responds to these texts, and I will personally respond to everyone I possibly can as long as this number is manned. Don't know how long we're going to keep this at the end of the podcast, so grab it now, 602-932-6431. Give me a text, say hey, can't wait to meet you.